What's going on is the Wolf, and I'm back with another segment of Straight to the Point. And today I found myself joined by the one and only D1 Wiz, aka Mr. Serious Face, Mr. Straight Face, Mr. Keep Going. So, you said what? Go Wiz. Yeah, ain't that the name? What's the name of the single that you're working on? Since we get straight to the point.
It's called On My Mind. We just did a video shoot yesterday. That joint gonna be a movie.
And that's the one that keep going.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Yeah.
That joint gonna be mean. We had a lot of influencers out there yesterday. And that joint was fun.
Yeah.
And a great way for like little kids to have a good, safe place to go. Even some parents was with them too.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
To your point, you spoke. I'll get right into it. You spoke about kids. You do some philanthropy work. Like you do a lot of different things with kids.
A lot of stuff with the kids.
So where did that come from?
It's come from me being young and not having a place to go because my mom didn't trust me outside around my environment that I was grown up around and stuff like that. I grew up in the Northeast, in between Northeast and Summerdale. You know where Summerdale is?
Yeah, for sure.
Down Oxford Circle. I grew up playing football. That's how I got my mind off of things. I started doing sports.
Yeah.
Which my mom, she grew up playing sports her whole life. She was the best at what she do, and she wanted to set an example. Yeah, definitely shout out to my big example for me. But that's how
you got into it. So speaking of you, your mom being an athlete, you also a student athlete.
Yeah.
I haven't got the luxury of seeing you play yet, but are you good?
Am I?
Like so, yeah.
I can't wait to show people. Like I ain't gonna lie. You know how this really started? Like. This was not meant to be.
Okay.
This was nowhere near. I was not meant to sit in this chair. I was not meant to be on TV. None of that. I was meant to have a regular football year and go out with a bang. Have more highlights and all that.
Yeah.
I end up tearing my ACL.
Yeah.
My AC joint is actually up here in the back of my shoulder. It's called my AC joint, and I tore it because in a football game I got hit. And I'm still playing, not noticing my shoulder hurting.
Yeah.
And I started to cramp up a little bit. And I'm in game. I'm like, hold up. This not how it's supposed to be. My shoulder pads on and all. I got helmet on and all. I'm start moving. I hit another person. I'm like, oh no, man.
So did you have to do this to see how you?
Little bit. Like I ain't do that until like 2 weeks probably after. But tore my AC. Ended up can't play football the rest of my season. I ended up missing my championship.
Dang.
Which they won, and a couple other games before that. I played like half my season and then tore my my AC joint, and then from there it started.
I wanna tap into the music, but before I do, I don't wanna segue away from the sports. But I ask you, how was you feeling during that moment though? Cause I know that had to been tough.
It was tough because after I tore my AC, I had nothing to do. It was real boring, not going to practice, not being around my friends that I grew up around. Like it was a tough moment. I had to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Like every morning, and then it started getting like
physical therapy or counseling.
Physical.
Okay.
It was It took a long time for it to come back to. It took me like about 8 months, probably like 8 months.
Yeah. So within that 8 months, so you going back this year would be you returning off injury.
Yeah.
So you excited?
Yeah, for sure.
So speaking of excitement, you tend to get a lot of people excited when they see you. You develop fame, you developed a platform, and now you like. I would like to say world renowned because like you in videos have millions and millions of views.
Yeah.
So how has it been adjusting to that?
Adjusting to it, I would say it feels good, but at the same time it don't. A lot of hate comes with this type of stuff. And if I could go back to regular life, which I am living, I live a regular life just like all these kids and grown-ups do now. But if I was to go without what they call fame, I call it in the light, just shining just a little bit more. But if I had a chance to go back to the regular stuff I was doing, not tearing my ACL, all that, I would. It's a lot of stuff that comes with the type of stuff that these kids wish they had, but they don't want.
So talk about it.
First I'm gonna start with the hate. It's crazy how a grown man can hate on a young little kid, can go in the comments on TikTok or on my Instagram and just be like, oh, you not even that good, you got one move. I keep telling these people, bro, that one move got me standing here. This one move got me making money.
Yeah.
This one move got your kids putting a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Like, they be hating. It's like, I grew up with hate though, it's like my best friend is always gonna be next to me because growing up, I had played football, and everybody that's played football, everybody that's good at football, they know a lot of hate come with football, especially when you're good. Like, you got grown men, you got coaches sometimes going to hate on you sometimes, even your teammates sometimes. But being the best, that's what comes with the best.
So let me ask you this, right? You spoke a lot about the people that didn't, that the negativity that came with your success. But what's some of the positive things that you experienced since getting your platform?
Positive, meeting all these different people like you. Like, I met a lot of celebrities, influencers. It was great. A lot of genuine love, a lot. Like, so much people.
So speaking to being able to meet a lot of people and influencers, and even you being able to be in this seat right here, like I feel like you're a very likable. You're gonna be a man soon with a likable kid, and I feel like you're very respectful, and like that's what made me take to you because your energy, even in your videos, you can feel it. Like, you know what I mean? You naturally have people gravitating to you, and like literally like you shaking that and like blocks and blocks and blocks. So what made you keep going? Like literally when people like keep like, what made you just not stay in space and do it, but actually travel around while doing it?
Yeah, you can't sit still. I'm gonna be honest. Especially me. I was never that kid that sits still. Not in school, not anywhere else outside of school. I can't sit still for nothing. Like, I barely like being in the house. There's nothing to do in the house except for play the game, and I get tired of that doing sometimes. So I like to go out. I like to have fun. If it's not with my friends, I like to work on something that's gonna give me money.
Yeah. So I'm saying the dance itself. When you kept going, you they like kept saying, what made you start doing it down the block? Like literally instead of just standing still.
I don't know, bro. It was fun. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it was real fun.
Yeah.
It was real fun. Everybody wanted it though, and I love putting a smile on the kids' faces. So it's like everywhere they at, and they tell me to do it, I'm gonna do it for them.
I love. It's crazy because another thing, I feel like looking at a lot of other TikTokers from Philly that is well known for the Shake That and everything else, and all of y'all, it seems like y'all got a good relationship.
Yeah.
I love that or whatever. I admire that. So like, what is it like being around so many other known people and just being able to connect with them?
The people you was talking about, like Dice and them, I grew up with them. They like family to me. Like, we grew up ever since I was playing football. We all grew up in Summerdale. Like,
that's love.
It was like family to me, and being around all these other people, like, is a great experience.
Yeah.
And I wish a lot of young kids get to that point, and I hope more of us get to this point, like especially kids from Philly though, because Philly is most underestimated. Like, they don't like us. They can say we stole people dances or all that. Like,
y'all the goats.
Like, you feel me? Like, we ain't take no dance. If anything, you want to dance, you can have it, bro. Like,
cause they gonna make something else cool.
Yeah, like, we gonna always make something. We gonna create something. Like, you keep, like, we on the road right now. We got the stats going up.
So before I let you go, cause we want to get straight to the point, tell some people some of the things that they might not know about D1 Wiz.
I'm gonna say the main thing. Everybody think I'm like 2019. I'm 16 years old, y'all. I ain't no little boy. I'm just a young kid, and a grown body. But I go through a lot though in my hard times, and I want to tell these kids out here, like, it be the people that smile the hardest, make everybody laugh. They going through the worst times, hard times. I been through a lot. I lost a lot of people in my life. I lose people like every week, bro. I'll be honest with you. And yeah, it's hard, but like, as I said, you can't sit still on that. Like, and it's bad for me because I'm 16. I'm used to this. So it's like the crying and all that, I start slowing down on. It's like I'm 16, but I shouldn't be used to my family or my friends and bros, my dogs that I've been growing up since day one dying. And people that I'm just now meeting just dying, like left from right. I shouldn't be like used to this type of stuff. But in my neighborhood, I'm from Philly, all this PA, like, if you in Philly, you gonna go through that type of stuff, so get used to it.
Yeah. And I would definitely say, even at your young age, you said you took therapy physically, but I want to take the time to say, like, we got a stigma associated with therapy. I think that we need to learn how to feel so we can heal. So being used to it is a coping mechanism, but just figure out ways to express, but don't stay stuck in it. Like you said, don't stay still in it, but allow it, because it is painful. And I'm glad you spoke to that, because so many people your age are faced with them same type of circumstances. I went through the experience and deaths of people I love at a young age too, but it's getting even younger with you only being 16.
Yeah.
But I just want to give you your flowers and let you know that you're a beacon of light to the community. You got great energy, and
Appreciate
I love what you're doing, and you got my support. You know, you can call me whatever you need, and any way I can back your play, I'm going to do it because I love what you're doing with the kids, the example you're setting, and just tell the people to get ready for you next season because you're coming back.
If y'all wondering why I'm not on TikTok all the time, if y'all wondering why I'm not traveling with my friends all the time, just know I have a season to focus on. The plan A was never to be a dancer. The plan A was always to play football, make it through my season, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all why I wasn't traveling. I'm going to show y'all why everybody hate me. I'm going to show everybody. And everybody that's going to support me, they're going to be in the stand watching me show off.
Let's get it. Straight to the point. You heard it here. Wolf.